Morning and welcome to our coffee morning, and I hope all you mothers had a lovely Mother's Day yesterday. You've probably noticed that we are fast approaching that time of the year when the length of day is the same as that of the night, and I expect many others, have been looking forward to the spring or vernal equinox since last September when our days became shorter. After the equinox, the days will become longer than the nights, although it will not be immediately noticeable because we are still in the waning grip of winter. There are no doubt frosts yet to come, and it may still be a little early for the donning of shorts and turning the thermostat down and getting the thin duvets out of hibernation. But the signs are all there. There's more light in the sky, and the sun is higher. And careful examination of the hazels and ash in the garden reveals a sliver of green on the buds, and the slightest burst of sunlight brings a little cloud of tiny midges dancing in the light. And this year is a bit different. The green shoots we are beginning to see are also the increasing signs of activity in our community. Soon, if all goes according to plan, the children will be back in school, people will be back in work, shops will be open, and the sounds, sights and smells of spring will be with us again. Already the snowdrops have finished and the primrose season is well underway. The robins and the blackbirds are busy at the moment, marking out their territories in their time-honoured fashion. But for us, so much has changed over the past year that it sometimes feels as if we've just had a very, very long winter that has been compelled us, many of us, to make changes to our lives we would never have thought possible. Not least amongst these is the ways in which we have willingly, or otherwise, grasped the usefulness of the digital electronic universe. I guess that a lot of us would be very surprised if we'd been told a year or two ago that we would be as competent as we are with FaceTime and email and Google and Facebook, not to mention Zoom and Skype. There's no doubt that we have been enlightened in the ways of the 21st century beyond our imagination. But when you are compelled to do your shopping online or starve, you learn pretty quick. Now, this has been, at the very least, a mixed blessing. We are encouraged by online stores to buy with a simple click of the mouse or tap of the screen, followed by an hour of filling on-screen forms, not entirely sure of what you've purchased, or what you've paid, and what you will get, and when will you get it, and what to do if it goes wrong. Maybe that will be a place for us chronic pessimists, so as it generally works out. We usually associate the term enlightenment with that period in our country's history when long-standing ideas and established norms were challenged by circumstances and radical thinkers, and we were brought into question. Political, religious and social establishments rapidly developed to accommodate these new ideas of the burgeoning technological and industrial revolution, and things would never be the same again. It's hard to see how our recent experience of lockdowns, social distancing and personal protection will fail to leave a legacy of more than a novel extension of our vocabulary. At least the one-way system in Tesco didn't catch on. Working from home and video consultations with the doctor are probably set to stay. Calling so many of these new ways of doing things via technology a sort of enlightenment, well, it may be a bit of a stretch, but I, for one, would lay odds on ever more tech changes touching our lives faster than we would ever have guessed a year ago. So, enjoy your coffee and cake, and why not ring, or Skype, or FaceTime a friend?